Good morning. Welcome to Energy Works. Today we're talking about Straighten Up and Fly Right. Now, that was a song by the Andrew Sisters, and it was about a monkey and I forget what a vulture, I think. But anyway, I guess the point I want to make out of it is that the more that we can have our body straight and our body functioning in the best way possible, the best opportunity is presented then for us to live our life in the happiest and most beneficial way, and a way that feels good to us, so that we can feel our best self and we can be our best self and we can achieve the things that we feel are most important for ourselves. So not maybe used to having chiropractic treatment and being straightened up, but having been to a weekend of ABC, which is advanced biostructural correction. They get you to take a big breath in and then breathe out, just let your body slump. And you can feel that different parts of your body fold forward. And it's like that's not how it should be. So it's like trying to help your body to be in a better posture, because all the wiring to your organs and glands and muscles and all parts of your body comes through your spine and your brain. So it's like important for your structure to be good, to help your nervous system to function its best. So, hearing of people being worked on and the changes that were made in their bodies, like neurological changes, and some of these principles came from past surgeons that an example is I think it's Alf Bragg. He used to put a ribbon from the back of someone's head inside the muscles to the spine to force them to be held up straight, and people with terrible neurological problems were able to walk again and to live their life a bit better. So we don't, of course, want to do this big operation, but the more that we can do things to help our body to be straight, the less tension on our nervous system. And if you think even about holding a bowling ball in front of you, if you had to hold the bowling ball out further, then it'd be hard to do that. And so the closer the bowling ball is to your body, the more chance you have of holding it up. So if you think the more that your head's forward, the more your body's going to struggle to hold your head up, and it will compensate. So we want to lessen the load for your body to be able to carry itself in a more upright position. And they have done studies in there was a particular nursing home that they found that the more that people couldn't lie flat, they needed more pillows because their back was curved forward, the shorter their life. So it's like this straightening up of your spine is also important for your longevity. So we want to be in the best possible position that we can be. All right, so I wanted to clear some energy around, getting ourselves straightened up about flying right, fulfilling our heart-centered purpose that we feel like we've been divinely instructed to do. And sometimes we have this amazing inspiration, and then straight away the doubt and the negativity follows. So it's like going back to the inspiration and wanting to help you to follow through on what you feel inspired to do. So let's start with your throat chakra, which is about our expression. Okay. So our gums are showing up here in our throat chakra. So I guess if we don't express ourselves very well, the energy gets stuck either in our mouth or our sinuses or our throat or our neck. So how are your gums going? All right. So this is under inner Inner Siegel, in her book, The Secret Language of Your Body. And this is what she talks about under gums. She says, unsure of yourself and decisions that you have made. So not following through with projects, giving up too easily, procrastinating, too demanding and selfish, refusing to change, stuck, fearful, impatient, insecure, and doubtful, which sounds exactly like what we've been talking about. Sorry. So it's like we have the inspiration, we know what we want to do, we know we need to follow through, but sometimes we're just a bit scared or a bit lazy or a bit fearful of failure and fearful of success. All right, so this is from Inner Sequel again. So, Divine Healing Intelligence, I ask you to release all procrastination, indecision, self-sabotage, selfishness, and stagnation from my gums, as well as all points of view, positive and negative charge, and all patterns that contribute to this condition. And repeat the word clear until you feel a shift occur. Visualize a white ray of light moving through your gums, cleansing and regenerating them. So she's talking about now massaging your face and your gums for about 60 seconds. If it's hard with your fingers, you can do it with your knuckles. So, even like going through your lips here to do around this part here. Divine Healing Intelligence, please install my ability to make empowering decisions, follow through with projects, be persistent, and open myself to positive change and transformation. Thank you. Please heal and regenerate my gums and teeth to their maximum strength, vitality, and health. All right. Sorry, a little bit of water. Okay, so I guess when we don't say what we need to say or we don't express our project that we need to work on, it's like the energy gets stuck here or here or here or even in here. Okay. All right, so now we're going to go in our crown chakra. All right, measuring personal success in outcomes. And it's hard not to do that. It's like we want to measure ourselves externally. Like I can want to measure myself as a mother through my children, or I can want to measure my effect on society by how good I look, or by how much money I earn, or how fit I am. So it's like these are not good ways to measure yourself. Like, you're a spiritual being having this human experience, and you have glory that you came with, even though you can't remember exactly who you were or how it was. So we want to feel like that's good. Oh, good morning, Tabitha, and good morning, Margaret. My comments weren't coming up. All right. So is there any part of your body that's complaining? All right. So the central nervous system comes up. So this would make sense when we're talking about being straightened up. So the more that your body is bent forward and the more that it's in flexion, the more that your nerves are stretched and your nervous system is under greater tension. So it's like we're wanting to release this tension by helping our body to be up straight. Sorry, I'm going to cough again. Right. So find yourself somebody that does ABC and get yourself regularly corrected so that you can stand up in a better position and reduce the strain on your nervous system, because there's enough external stress on our nervous system, let alone having internal stress. All right, so sometimes we have feelings of being abandoned by God. We feel like, we have all these difficulties. We might have things that are not going exactly how we wish they would. Often these things are, I guess, trials to help us strengthen our faith, to help us keep trying regardless, and to feel that we are worthwhile people, and that the things that we have in our heart need to be said, need to be done, need to be heard. So I want to encourage you to be able to do that. All right, it's okay for me to have faith in things I cannot see, because sometimes we can't see what's coming. We can't see that the trial that we're currently facing is growing us, and it will strengthen us to be able to face future trials, and we'll be strong enough to be able to do whatever it is that we need to do. And even though we may think that we, are not very strong now, we are being strengthened every day that we try. And our capacity to do things gets easier, not because the nature of the thing changes, which is that quote, but because our capacity to do it gets stronger and our ability to do it increases. So it's like, keep trying, keep having a go. Don't stop, because your strength will grow as you try. So it comes to mind some, I think it was a pioneer story, and the girl ended up in some way she had to lie down for a long time in a crouched position, and it shortened her muscles and she couldn't straighten her legs. So her grandfather um, put I can't remember if it was a mark on the wall or a nail on the wall, and she had to try and keep reaching for that mark, and then he would move it. And so eventually her legs did straighten as she slowly persisted in reaching and trying. So it's like we need to have that persistence to keep going and trying. All right, so still a bit more in the crown chakra. All right, what's coming up is no one understands me and my deep pain. I think that's very true. I think a lot of people feel pain, and they feel that they're not worthwhile, or they feel that, life has been hard and no one understands the depth of the pain and how much it's affected them. So I want to acknowledge that pain. I want to acknowledge that life has been difficult, that the trials that you have faced and are facing are still unfolding, and the end may not be here yet, but I trust that you will be stronger and a more refined person. And it's like we are here to be refined and to, I guess, be sharpened, if you want to say it that way, or if you think in terms of the refiner's fire, we're being purified, and the impurities are being burnt out of us, even though that seems to be a very painful experience. Right, I know when to surrender and let go. So sometimes we have problems that are long term and ongoing and feel like erosion. And sometimes we have to say, okay, God, I can't fix this. I'm handing it to you and I'm just whatever. We're going to surrender to it. All right. I'm easily assimilating all my life experiences. And it's important, isn't it? All the experiences that happen to us are connected to now, like the childhood pains that we had, they're often connected to what we're feeling now. And it's like releasing them from out of our body or out of our mind or our energy field. And it's very important to release these things. All right. My spirituality has complete permission to flow through me unrestrained. So the world doesn't value spiritual experience. The world only values I guess, monetary things or physical things, proof of our worth. Whereas when we die, we can't take that with us. We only take the learning that we have, the love that we have. This is what we take with us. I'm doing my part to bring my spiritual body and physical body together. And I think the more that we can help our physical body to be aligned and to be in its best functioning self, the more that we can allow our spiritual energy to flow better and we can be more tuned. Right. I love to take care of myself. I'm thriving, fueled by positive energy. One of the chiropractic practices that we've done seminars at before, they had a little A-frame board, and it was like you're one adjustment away from, having a better day. And I think that's true. Often as our body functions better, we feel better, we've got better life force and more motivation and energy to follow what we really feel is important. All right, so stuff stuck in our back. So we're going into T4. So T4 is the wiring to our gallbladder. All right. All right, so feeling frustrated that your life is a struggle and it has seemingly insurmountable struggles and challenges. And we can feel like that at times. It just feels like too much. But, keep moving forward. Even if it's just a tiny mini baby step, just keep moving forward. All right. So these feelings of struggle are stuck in your back. All right, something stuck in your neck. So we're going into C3 now. All right, feeling insecure, vulnerable, and indecisive. Experiencing low self-esteem, feeling limited, impatient, irritated. So C3 can affect your ears, your teeth, your skin. Oh, thanks, Tabitha. Change my way of thinking. Challenge is is an opportunity for growth. Yes, 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 yes. What am I learning from this? How am I stronger? Am I dealing with it better today than I did yesterday? Thank you. Very good. All right, back to the crown chakra. All right, I'm intelligent and spiritual. Sometimes we kind of fooled into believing we're either going to be academically clever or, maybe intuitive, and not everyone recognize intuition as intelligence. So it's like, I think we need a balance of both, but learning to rely on what we feel is correct, especially when it's been spiritually inspired. All right, my mind functions optimally. So generational baggage here, dad's side, dad's mum. All right, so a single person, not dad's mum, a male, probably like another 3 generations back. All right. All right, so layers of the aura. And the 6th layer, which is about our emotions and our spiritual communion, which is what we're talking about. So leaking energy from this layer of the aura. Current females that might be high maintenance or require extra energy or effort. Okay, some emotions. All right, the feeling of stubbornness. So sometimes we can be stubbornly hanging on to things or stubbornly not wanting to forgive people or not wanting to move forward. And that's got a generational component to it. Dad's side, dad's mum, and the women on that side of the family. 17 generations. Okay. More generational baggage here from mum's side of the family. And the women, like 20 generations of women. The feeling of hopelessness is coming through the genes. So believing then, not because of our experience, but because of what we've inherited, that can feel hopeless. So take a big breath in and out, and let's release that because that's not your stuff. And your family would want you to move forward from this, and they would be supporting you in doing that. Okay, so now we're going to go into the 8th chakra, which is down into the ground. So often we can get too much in our heads. So it's like allowing yourself to get back connected to the earth, feeling that we can let the things go that we've been holding on to, the things that have happened in the past. We want to discharge them through Mother Earth. All right, so seeing the earth as needing to be conquered. So I guess sometimes we might feel like that in our garden when the weeds take over. All right, and also coveting the riches of others. So sometimes we look at people that have more money and think that their life is easy, but they still have to deal with disease, death, opposition. So money may make it easier, but it doesn't necessarily take your problems away. All right, so conservation work. So you might want to do some conservation work in your local area, help plant trees or clear up rubbish or, do things that help beautify your local area. And even if you just start with your backyard or your front yard, that's a great way. All right, I make a difference. And you do, you so do. Often we can't see the difference we make and we don't understand, as we do one action that the ripples spread in the pond and we can't see the full effect of our actions. We probably won't till we depart this life and we look and see what has happened. But know that you are making a difference, that you being you and you being you to the best of your ability helps all of us to be us in the best of our ability. All right, so the first layer of the aura now. All right, so stagnant energy accumulating in that first layer, which is about our connection to our physical body. All right, age 16 stuck in here. Feeling unsupported. So know that we always have divine support. We need to petition God, keep asking, and it's like the squeaky wheel gets oiled. Squeak. Keep asking for what you want and keep waiting and having faith that you will get what you need. Right, and let's say, why am I so supported? So this has got a generational component from your mum, just mum. All right, so sometimes feeling unsupported is our life and sometimes it's what we inherit. All right, and some of this not feeling supported has got a structural component. So if we go into C1, which is that first vertebra under the base of your head. So headaches, migraines, difficulty sleeping, dizziness, exhaustion, nervous breakdown, anxiety. These are all things affecting our sympathetic nervous system. So again, we need our spine to be as straight as possible and as aligned as we can be to help release this nervous tension and neurological tension in our body. All right, so why am I so supported? That's nice and strong now. All right, I easily address my own needs and wants. So often, I remember seeing a funny meme. It was like me giving money to my children or, our relatives or whatever cause, and it was like a woman throwing money out of the window. And then it was like me spending money on myself. It's like short arms and long pockets. Tabitha said, is there a good oil for feeling supported? Yes, birch oil. I don't know if you have birch oil, but I know you can order it from the American site now. And Doterra have got their conference, and I'm pretty sure it's in the conference packs. All right. I don't know if you have birch oil or if you can beg, borrow, or ask for some. All right. Birch also encourages individuals to accept support when it is offered. Often, when individuals have carried their burdens alone, they don't know how to receive assistance. Birch counsels individuals to not become the reason they are unsupported by blocking those who would lend their support. It reminds that sometimes it requires more strength to accept help than to go it alone. Isn't that so true? We'd rather do it ourselves. We don't want to burden someone else. It also teaches that the divine will always be there. Okay. All right. I need no one else's permissions for my beliefs. I experience the right grounding, the right support, and am held up and sustained by divine grace. So we do want to feel supported. They've got else. Let's have a look. Support in here. All right, so they've also got cedarwood, arbor vitae, Roman chamomile, breathe, manuka, yarrow pom, and anchor. All right, so there's other ones that you could use as well. Okay, and we all need to feel supported. All right, and if I ask if there's anything else that's preventing us from feeling supported, some generational baggage again, dad's side, dad's mum, the women, like 53 generations of women. So this is a long line in your family tree of feeling unsupported. So you're the chain breaker here to change these feelings of lack of support. All right, so an invite for anyone that wants to come. There's still some spots available if you would like to learn how to clear energy, or even if you've learned how to clear energy before and you would like to refresh your skills, hang out with like-minded people. That's from the 8th to the 10th of August, and it'll be run at the clinic. If you're interested, let me know if we can help you in any way, shape, or form to get there and to feel supported and to feel like you're part of our Energy Works community. And our next Energy Works get together is the 17th of August. All righty. All right, so now if I ask if there's other stresses to be released from your spine, yes. All right, T8. All right, afraid of failure and of looking stupid in front of people. That's T8. All right, so this is also like physical level. It says could have problems with the spleen, immune system a bit low, lack of energy and vitality. You could have a cough, me who coughs, mucus congestion, or a lack of drive. So that could make sense for that stuck in your T8. So T8 is where your shoulder blades end at that level. All right, T11. Difficulty fitting in. Sometimes we feel like we have to change who we are to fit in, but maybe we just haven't found our tribe. Afraid that people will take advantage of you and hurt you. So kidney problems come up here, and eczema. Something in L3. So that's like if you feel where the two bumps are in your pelvis, just above that is L5. And if you count up another two bumps, that's L3. Trying to sweep unresolved issues under the carpet and pretend they don't matter rather than dealing with them. And often we do that, especially with ourselves. We wouldn't allow our children to do that or our loved ones to do that, but we will do it to ourselves. All right, disconnecting from your emotions so that you don't feel the rejection, fear, anger, and frustration that you are suppressing. Okay. All right, something in the knees. All right, inflexibility. So sometimes we're a bit scared to change the way we do things or the way we think about things. So right knee can be issues with somebody male, and left knee can be issues with someone female in your life. Also, holding yourself back. All right. Again from Amy Siegel, Divine Healing Intelligence, please install deeper awareness, flexibility, certainty, and a sense of freedom. Allow me to take responsibility for my actions and open myself up to incredible new opportunities and ways of experiencing life. Thank you. All right. All right. So stuff stuck in your jaw now, which we go where we started, isn't it? We started with your throat chakra and this expressing yourself. All right. So what's stuck in your jaw is like not knowing how to move forward. Sometimes we don't know exactly how that's going to look. All right. Divine Healing Intelligence, please heal, relax, and regenerate my jaw and all related organs to their maximum health, vitality, and well-being. So often it's like when we don't say what we need to say, we suppress it, which is a bit like the gums, the jaw, the mouth, even the neck. That's all times when we don't express what we need to express. All right, so now things stuck in our head. So sometimes we need like cranial adjustments where the bones in our head aren't moving like they should be. They get jammed together. And sometimes, like my boys used to say, oh, if I think about that, it'll do my head in. And I think that's exactly what happens sometimes, that the thinking pattern that we're in does our head in, and literally the bones in our head jam and they don't move properly. All right, feeling overwhelmed by life. Too many things to think about and burdens to carry. All right, so this has also got a generational pattern. So sometimes we can see that, like our mum might have done this or our dad. So in this case, it's mum's side of the family. Actually, just mum. So sometimes our mums can be stressful and feel anxious or, worried about how they're going to do things. And so it's like we've inherited this pattern of, feeling fear before we take action. We should take action anyway. All right, so more things stuck in our head. Sometimes we can feel that we're better than other people, or that we want other people to do things our way because we think it's a better way. So I guess we have to allow people to do things their way, even if there is a better way or a faster way. It may be more important for someone to do it the slower way because of things they need to learn along the way. All right, things stuck in our feet. So do your feet get sore, or do your feet feel stiff, or do they feel cold, or do they feel like they're not able to take the next step forward? All right, so fear of stepping forward in life. Lack of understanding in many aspects of life. And so the more we learn, the more we can understand, the more we can experience peace and tranquility as we understand and we keep learning and we keep growing. All right, we're back to that C1. So C1, that one just under your occiput, your skull, is like the fuse that blows when we're exposed to something that we're allergic to. Now, we can be allergic to something we eat or something we breathe or something we contact or something we drink, electromagnetic radiation, our feelings, our toxins in our body, that if our body's not shifting or pooping, peeing or eliminating well, or sometimes we can react to environmental things within our home or our community that we might react to, or even bugs, like, do we have an underlying virus or parasites or fungal infections or bacteria or entities? So it's like when we don't have great boundaries, these bugs can come and bother us. So again, headaches comes up. So right, in this case, our C1 is reacting to feelings. All right, so the feeling of being vulnerable. Sometimes we hate to be vulnerable. We want to feel like we're self-sufficient and we don't need anyone's help. Thank you very much. But the only way that we connect to others is through vulnerability. So it's a bit scary to be vulnerable, but it's also important to be vulnerable. Also, generational vulnerability, dad's side of the family, dad's mum, and the women. 33 generations of women. Okay. Any other parts of you or aspects of your life or anyone else you want to dedicate to in the last couple of minutes? If you'd like to, please let me know. All right, T6. So T6 is the wiring to your stomach. Again, difficulty in making empowering decisions. It's almost like not digesting your thoughts or your feelings or your inspirations of what you feel you would like to do. All righty. Well, thank you, Margaret. She said, thank you, Tanya. Have a nice day. Same to you and same to you all. I'm sending love and I believe in you. I believe that you have great things to do in this world. And even if it just starts on a small level, it sends ripples. So don't be afraid to do what you feel inspired to do. And especially that involves helping someone or feeling that you need to show love to someone, never doubt yourself in this area. Oh, thanks, Tabitha. She said this was a great session for me. Lots to reflect on. Thanks so much. Have a great day. All right. Well, thank you. And I hope you do enjoy your day. See you.